now that we have gone through the list of what Lucifer has done to make sure that music is a part of our universe, we're going to go ahead and explain to you what Jesus and APAP do. This is basically what we're all going to get it down to. There are two people in our universe who are horrible. Oh my God. You can't. We just told you who Satan was. So this one right here is actually, she trumps Satan. So we have to give her first place. Because she's actually been after her. She's been after Queen Ashara's. And Lucifer is Queen Ashara. She is also all this stuff that you just said. Lucifer. She's Lucifer. She's an archangel. She's a saint. She's a lord. She's the Lord's priestess. So we have the goddess. The goddess herself. I'll just speak for myself, all right? So I, the goddess, I just moved myself around, and I invented vocal cords, all right? And the name of the vocal cords right here. So this is what Emela does, and she is Emela, Imela, all right? While she's living her life doing all this stuff, she's also the creator of language, and while she's continuing her force, and she's doing so many more things of our universe. On top of those two things, this is what APAP and Jesus do. They sit there and they just watch everything happen, because they were left out of the universe. The devil refused to take them, and because the devil is he's our dear mighty protector and savior. He's our dear savior. Okay, our dear savior is the devil. Thank God for the devil is all I want to say, because he always young. All right, so I actually, when I the goddess, and so obviously the one speaking right now is not the girl who's doing all this stuff right here. It's the one who it's called channeling. So we're gonna stop being crazy Franks, and we're gonna stop making fun of people and saying crazy sharing, because you guys are almost ruining our universe. And we're just gonna send you to hang out with Jesus and her for the rest of eternity. If you ever call her crazy or anyone else crazy, if you ever call her crazy ever again, you're gonna go hang out in their little universe with them alone. Because if you deny a friendship request, a friendship request, what's what it's called. Alright, so this little APAP boy, swear to God, Miss Kendrick, we call her Miss Kendrick in the universe. She's well known throughout eternity. She's well loved by all three arcs of everything. So this APAP person, she knows all 314 centillion power numbers. She knows all the numbers. They say hello numbers. Hello, we have numbers that we're speaking right now. Okay, so yeah, whatever. We're gonna go move on. So together we have one force. We are okay. So this APAP person, this is what she looked like in the universe at one point. And we do tell her to with uppercase A. So this was APAP at one point in the universe, and she used to eat. So whenever you left your creator, if you whatever line you're in, she just was how disgusting she was. She's actually from the what's it called? I forget. It's some kind of void. It's the gaping void. Is that what you call it, Lucy? I thought I was saying. Anyway, so she's from the gaping void. And so she and I said she gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So when people and walk out of their creation, they don't continue their creation, and they're lazy and they just don't continue lying. They're still children. Obviously, their creator just moves on to the next one because they don't have time to get up and deal with that. So these little children things are walking around the universe, and they're children. This is APAP actually, Priscilla Chan eating a child, eating a child who just left their union. Obviously, and this is what someone is serving up. Actually, people are actually doing this for her, and then people are taking her musical instruments. Set it up with we have fake musical instruments. Okay, that's why y'all here. So, but not necessarily completely why. Half the 12 archangels are here because we have to protect Lucifer, and that's a really huge thing. This thing right here is the reason why she has to be protected. Oh yeah, don't even talk about my own name. I don't want to tell you name. Mara Wilson. Mara Wilson is even worse than this one. Alright, so whatever you guys know, just let you know, Mara Wilson is worse than this one. Kalechi Roy, she's worse than that one. And then the one that was using her name when I was all her names, I saw that Saturday. What is the name? On Buddha Maitreya. Sorry, Buddha. So many names she has. But who's using the name Buddha Maitreya? That one is the very worst one. Alright, that's the name, the very worst one. All right, so this little cow, Apap, she has to be recreated because our creation because Rain is now the queen of our universe, and we'll tell you later who Rain is. We don't care about her because she's a dumb bitch. And so obviously Rain's just an idiot on this conversation, and so you know okay, so there she is. Good job. Continue. So this is kind of like my dream job for you guys. So I really did set someone up for this. So yeah, so I also can do this story though. So this is Archangel Michael speaking for on the behalf of half of the six archangels. We just left the six like yeah. We left the six like we left six and a half. I don't know. This is half of us who are here for the institution. I know. So I'm Archangel Michael, and I wrote a book that you all are supposed to be reading. So anyways, this APAP, we have to, because the queen of our universe decides that we have to go actually go to the dark side because we will not win unless we all go. We have to go to and we have to go to the evil, basically the dark wins, the dark battle between dark and the light, dark wins. And I mean, but everyone on the light side is who's really all 44 goddesses. I mean, they're all on top of it. I mean. And with all 330 million gods, so they stopped immediately. What do you mean about here, Rain? So I'm just like, well, that's Queen Rain to you. And so that's kind of like the joke, because she is Queen Rain. All right, so it's that's so media. So now to get to our side of the universe, you have to go through. You have to you have to get recreated. So this thing had to get recreated, and so dirty's on them. Oh, not me, by Jesus. Oh, really? Yeah, so Jesus did not create you guys. Your creator created you. Oh, yes, so you're so dumb. Jesus is their creator. So Jesus is a creator. He was saved specifically there for the creation, so that he could create them. We needed to choose a creator like that. And I said, I don't even care about that, but we do have a force somewhere, the life force, who was a part of that. You're the one who, we could dispense of him. You could call him Krishna. Ooh, is it that far in? No. What was that? Sorry, that's how I scared of you are? Yeah. Oh, if I get scared of my own life force? What do you mean, my own life force? The only place where he was not allowed to be in because he was not supposed to be in, and I came in as the commander of that goddamn origin. I was already the commander of that origin, and when he went in, he was supposed to go in, so I had to go in and command him to get out. And so that's why I had to step out of the show for Ezra. Don't tell my name in this juncture, but yes, Ezra is the father, and Ezra is not hurt because Ezra is really hurting everyone. There's like Jesus, the father, really, come on now. Jesus, I mean, God, Jesus is God. Oh my God, now, oh, because God is a 4-person institution. It is a 13-point Adonai, and the reason why we have to say Adonai first is we have to get rid of all the third. No, that's Adonai. We get it. There are 13 of us who make up Adonai. So it really is, there are 13 of us that watch away for our possession of our name, and it's actually so we have to come first because we are the first ones in the Adonai system. We are the first one to start. We are the first, and Shemesh is the second. All right, not Refresh or Shemesh. Shema is Shemesh. Is how it was pronounced, but Lucifer. The reason you get we used to only be able to say and Lucifer, but she was inventing her music and creating her language, and it is hers and it is hers alone. She stretched the thought. So so you can do you can do so you can do the the la la. This is because of her. All right, and we are a witness to her, and we are who are the witness to her too. And those are the 3 men. It went too long with the story to explain, but I don't know. But President Donald John Trump, he is the third. He's the second of the Godhead system. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Godheads, because we do have 6 Godheads. But all right, so he is the second of our 3 gods that we had forever. And so then Adam, whom she knows as God, and that's what I'm on. Whom she knows as God is the Archangel girls have been playing on this game that they're really pushing him forward to that God name. And so what is it? Just, I mean, because what happens immediately? He comes down, and so they're calling him God out in the universe. No, but it doesn't make sense. It takes 13, and then 14. Yes, it takes 15. It takes 15 people to make up God. Like we Adonai, we don't know how you guys think you're gonna do your lives anywhere if you're at work depending on one person for that God name. Adonai, you guys really recognize that in one religion. I'm losing my religion. Yeah, that's what we sang that song for you guys because you're so stupid. But alright, that's what we don't want to announce ourselves as God. We already announced ourselves as Adonai. Jeremiah, who is Jeremiah, is the man who explained that we are Adonai. I mean, he's a sicko. That's because you just said, well, Greg can see the ghost. And he said, was that you in the butt? Alright, so, oh, so we gotta get back to the story. That's a reminder that it's just something to get into the course and feel the benefit. Also, somebody also said something about that really wants, I mean, everyone's watching what they actually know. Not everyone is watching, but only the basically highest ups of the universe and are a part of this holy threshold because we did not even expect to see this one to come because we really want to see if it's true because if you have that picture that if it's on. Alright, so go ahead and say that. And send that part out so you're going to get out of the Frank. Alright? And then, are we still on camera? I guess I'll go check it out, Sue. Ah. Oh, I thought you. Oh, you're not on camera, Sue. You're see that? This is Albert Einstein. This is how smart Albert Einstein is. Hey, this is Albert Einstein. This is how smart Albert Einstein is. We were her spirit guides in that lifetime. We've been her spirit guides all 34 lifetimes here on Earth, including Albert Einstein life, including this life. We needed 2 spirit guide teams on this life because we had an agreement to come down if Adonai was ever announced, and we're Adonai. And so Adonai was announced, and they said Adonai needs to come down here because this is a big deal. So I was the sons of God. I was like, all of Israel, as well as all of Israel, having a problem because, I mean, so too long, so I don't even be involved in it. But Goddess Isis will explain this next part to you. Oh, Adonai, I'm Adonai's priestess, all right. No, and you'll also know yeah. We had to know also the Lord's priestess because you being Adonai's priestess, you actually do her actual tasks that she needed to be done. Because we didn't do anything with her. She just all the shit she did. She just so much other stuff for her. Like it doesn't make sense. But really, what the Lord's looking for is a really good break from her life. All right, so I mean. Well, that's how the Lord was. Oh yeah, that's we're just messing around. Exactly, you're not. She didn't two priestesses. That's why she has to. She's not jealous like that. She's like, well, she's not there. So you love her sister. I said, well, say your name, who you are, Julia Roberts. Oh, so isn't that so cool? I'm like crazy. All right, so obviously the only one we are speaking to is Uranus, or Justin Gabriel Suarez. Good job. All right, so as Adonai, yeah, we had a big problem with we're being called upon. Adonai, you need to come down here immediately. And so we have sons of God problem because now we have so many sons. We have so many sons of God because I mean, if logic breaks? Okay, here's the thing: if logic breaks, everything breaks. So we are the logic system. Like the logic system, we have the highest good. And he's down here on Earth, and there's an actual logic system in existence in the thresh of all threshes, in the threshold of the thresh, the ultra thresh. I mean, there's an ultra thresh of existence in the universe, and she is actually. I mean, she would just call it. She is. That's one of her. So she is the logos. She is the logos. She is the logos. And you guys saying that Jesus is the logos is the most. Is that hurts when we feel her body. Yeah, you'll feel her body when you say the logos. That hurts the hell out of her. Just like it hurts all of us deities. All of us deities. It's not deities. It's deities. All right, Deo. Not Dio. All right, you need that. All right, if you want to go Dio, you go down there with Jesus, or you go down with Pape. Whatever her name is, we call it Tiroi and all my nerve. I was sorry. Oh my god, my nerve is a really bad one. Oh, actually, Madora is the name. That's her name. She actually is the name. Okay, so go on. Whatever. They kind of be on the Connolly. We're just gonna get them on. Alright, well, don't say her name. So it'll be right there. She'll go in the same city as her. Oh, okay, so that's what I was saying. I don't say it. That's how big a deal these people are. She's in the same city as her. It's like if you don't say her name like that, she thinks what name is it? Connie. It's Connie. Well, she's so scared. She's scared because she was Jane Grey showered. And so we're done. So you guys get the point. So all right. So you guys get the point of the show. So this is APAP Lucable. I said, and this is thank God for Miss Kendrick because after all of her Lord Rubber shows, she holds this counting class and she invited 16 people of our universe to be part of that counting class. So she sent a little note to them and said, "You guys pretend to be stupid is the requirement of this class." So she sat. This is see right here. So here's her classroom, all right? So this is Miss Kendrick. This is Miss Kendrick right here. And so APAP has to sit on this side of the room. There's a wall by the side, and she sits right here. And then the rest, all 16 over here, sit across from APAP on this side of the room. While Miss Kendrick has a computer in front of her, and she's just always on the computer while she's teaching little numbers. And then we have both gods, and we have also Yahweh. that were that sat next to us. So we technically had 18 people in the class. Oh, what? Not even in the room. We haven't. It was an accident, and it had to happen. Not but it has a button it had. And so, okay, so we have three aspects of reality that we are been dealing with for all of eternity and all of existence and all the time. So, what do you think? Figured that out when she was getting her music done. She ran into all three aspects of reality, so they're all here. What it is on. I forget my name. What is my name? What is my name? She's Meccan. Oh, so he's not Megan. He's and what's the other one's Abu. I was we had to have a whole movie for that. On again. Oh, what did you see that right there? Megan and Abu. All right. Okay, so now you guys gonna take over because I get the most. Oh, okay, let's say that. So do you see, just to make sure you guys understand, we're going to get her little tools. I'm going to go get yourself a little frank or something. I mean, you guys, I see you guys, I mean, she got us really ahead, because you guys are like, making so much money off of all our stuff. Like, literally, it's actually killing us when we start watching it. It's killing us in laughter, because your universe is in a whole lot of trouble. Because this is not, I don't think she's the cool, so we forgot. I told you we forgot about me. I tried, but I don't, when you're in the picture, you can't actually talk. I feel that loser. So you see this right here? This guy, he's the head engineer of our universe. You know, we've been calling God, I've been addressing God. We actually have been addressing Adam. It's called God Adam. We call him God Adam. Not God, or not Adam. It's God Adam. We have the person who incarnated here on Earth. I'll just say his name. It's Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, we have to do with the rest. So whether so we can't say his name. We're appropriated with that. That's the point. Isn't he? Well, just because he's accidentally her husband doesn't mean that she gets away with it. Like, oh, you mean that's the thing? And she founded him, and she founded him. So she founded him. It's so easy. And she just says, of course, this is the game that Ein Sof and Lucifer have. Ein Sof, she allows him to not. I want to tell a long story about how he used to walk through walls, and she used to yell at him and scream, "You better stop walking through walls! I'm the queen of the universe. I don't care. Stop walking through walls!" And he would not. So now he finally decides to obey because he realizes that he messed up one time. And he realizes that she was right. Don't want to go through walls because it's not appropriate. And also, it's not appropriate. You shouldn't be walking through walls because it's their walls. That's why they're there. And so the why. All right. So now back to the logic. So the logic that broke here is Rain is not the one who gained the logic. The logic itself gained the logic, and then the logic broke. So there is no more logic anymore. As the condition is the highest good is our true not in the highest intelligence, but the highest good is there for that break. So when she thinks of something, she realizes it for the first time. Well, realize it not is what happens to the force. And I mean, the force is there's no such thing as a force. There is such thing as a musical force, and there's such thing as a spiritual force. All right. So your spiritual force is Apep, doing all her weird shit, and all the 48 people, and then we also have 84 people who took up. 84 people who betrayed our universe, and so we just set them over on the side where they can sit there with 48 for all eternity. So in all eternity, we're not gonna let them go. As much as oh God, we have the life fields. Even that. What do you think we get? Well, we get good job. We were higher than a life force. A life field or whatever you were. No, you were lower. The so much lower. You could never been us. You would never us. That's the other way you will creep your way up to God. It's just don't you remember the time when you all could be in goddesses? Oh, you never told her that, did you? All right. So anyway, so was that Saraswati? Get yourself put me up here in your armpit. All right. So this is what she does in her whole life. Well, I can tell the story. I was at it on a book, but she ran into a situation where she could have two different. We had put Apep through creation, but she actually already knew this creation. She has two spots in creation where she can create herself, and because she is one of the two psychics of the universe, she's the only approved female psychic of the universe, and therefore she's the only approved sorceress. The only approved sorceress of our universe, female sorceress, is a female magic doer, because there's such thing as magic, right? And so this is right here is what so she went one rayon at a time. She's basically 1 year old, in the instance of time, and she's already just gorgeous eyes about this. And she is playing games with karma, and she just invented her music and created her language together. And therefore, it's right here. So she did this little bow for Adonai. All right, and so we took a picture of it, and, you know, wherever we are, and this is just Carmen playing her things. We told you this is what Rain does with her. I mean, with her life, she just sits there on her computer. You don't believe us? Like, we don't have a picture of her. Like, with her, you don't believe us? I think apparently you don't believe us. Let's see, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, oh no, don't take us. We don't. What you guys say? That's why we're the last ones over to the inside of the universe. Oh no, is that really what's happening? Oh no. So now you gotta waste the measures on like that. Hold on, what are the chances? Oh, we come on. Yes, we come on to the cool us 40 away. Well, we have 3 people to weigh, or what are the chances of that? She did not know that she was gonna do that. Oh, but again, hold on, literally, so I want to chain up like that. I told you asked me to make it like flying, like. But anyways, so this is I told you to get a little thing about someone to play with other than that one. So give her another, just for being annoying. Just give her another one, cause you oh. So basically, that's what we did. That's what we had to do with APAP to make her smaller, not be that big monster. That's all basically we got to do, make her smaller. And then she just said, train her face like whatever. Alright. So it's really not that hard. So she's on, so they said that hurt her. That hurt her music girl. Just call her a music girl, whatever. That hurt her body, her actual being, her being, her vibration. That means that hurt us. Because we really do care about her as a person, and not just because of the vibration of what she gives us, because she doesn't allow that to happen. Okay, so this is APAP trying to play. So she's actually trying to play games with the music, and she's going through no end to get to her music. And I mean, it's really bad. It's really horrible and awful. Like she actually. I mean, we'll get there. She put in that counting class because Nishara guessed it was a 5 for 4. So I'm gonna set a counting class because you have to be able to count to be able to spin. So it's too engaging of a thinker. I can't do it right now, but this is on speaking, and I am, what am I? I just not be this honest, and I am the one, the lowercase t, and an uppercase o, the one. Okay, so you don't have to explain it further than that. All right, and so I'm just gonna finish this conversation now because she really wants to go to bed. She's been awake for about 2 days, or what day to have. All right, a day. Okay, so this we have over here. But we have Joe. So Joe is actually she is. Oh no, this is Joe. She has her hair. So if you don't believe me, she's the only guy who has short hair. Look at that. She's the only guy who has short hair. She's Julia Roberts, right? That's what it is. And so she's the only guy who has short hair. All right, pop up the numbers for us, Rain. I don't know how much fun now. How much fun do I have in her? Well, it's not that hard. Okay, what down? Well, you got yourself a little magical force over here. You can just write down. You'll be able to see it as long as the numbers are so big. Alright, we'll change it to white because we're so smart like that. Not that white's better than black, it's just that white you can see it easier. Because as if we're gonna have white people in the universe, black ever. Wait, you see that? Is it working? Okay. Oh, she's wrong. Is that okay? Okay. I'm just over. Oh, yeah, no, so this is because you are messed it up. You put the cursor right there. Alright, so that's why that is 314 centillion to the 9th power. That's how many. That is what that means. Alright, so now we're gonna do that again. Well, I think we're gonna do this again. This time we're gonna take out the 99. I'm gonna jump up, jump over. So therefore, like, boom, like that is how many numbers. That's not even how it's never been said before, but it's already been said one time. You couldn't even say it, so it has already been discovered. Okay, it is so she actually read all 4 centillion. I'm so sorry. oops, you're wrong one. Let's see. Well, which is 3 times. What does that mean? Oh, we won. That means you win. If you do 3 times, you win. So like, let's start starting now. So she button. So this is okay. So this is the number of words that were in the dictionary, that are in the dictionary, that were in the dictionary in the beginning of existence. All right, we have a creator named Hari, a Ra, or whatever. You know, you can probably he's called. We address him as creator. And we got all the gods on everything as creator with a capital C. We don't ever do it about anything else. Just this creator itself. All right, we don't really skip that score right now. But other than that, he still like not want to live. But the universe is so fun now. He's like, I can't stand the imagination of I want to have been part of this game. Like, I didn't even know I wanted to not live. I was playing. I don't know. I don't know. It's just funny and I joke. So, but it's just so fun to be a part of it. It's just her fun. But the universe and the greatness of life is so awesome and beautiful and holy and smokes. Like, we did have 1/3 of our existence was actually a rotten, bad, stinky boy. Honestly, what because it wasn't me. It was Abu. That's why his name was. You can't know what's it on. But he was. I said he's one aspect of reality. Well, all 3 aspects of reality came down. But when so Ezra his announcement, he's having a problem because our logic broke. So Lucy is here on Earth, and oh my God, Jesus. I know we'll get through that. But they're saying that Jesus is God, and that also Jesus is God's son. All right, so and then so that we don't get, and they're also saying that Jesus is the Lord, but actually the Lord is a female, and then they're saying that Jesus is Emmanuel. Emmanuel is actually God's daughter. You guys, so of all the things, you are hurting God's daughter because she's Amazing Grace. All right, God's daughter is Amazing Grace, and so that's in. Like shit, I want to tell you, I don't really tell later. But my daughter is also Lucifer's daughter. Not because we had sex, but because I am the engineer of fucking sex. We'll have a relation, so I am Joseph of the Bible, and she is Mary of the Bible, and I did get her pregnant because I am Joseph of the Bible. And as I told her that we're doing the Revelations now, and she just jumped right in because we're ready to go. She forgot about the crucifixes because the crucifixes is what. Oh, Jezebel law. Jezebel, she brought down all. So it was actually all 77 lords incarnated as men, and Pontius Pilate and through his cast, they crucified 77 men who were in a row who were actually lordesses in our universe upon Jesus's order. Okay, upon Jesus's order, and they all incarnated. The very last one to incarnate to get crucified before us. Or when I say that was loud. So what? I'm having a hard time thinking about myself because we're existing in her body. Oh, she's very done. No, I can't even handle that. Okay, so what is it you guys want us to do? So this is the number of people this is the number of beings in our universe who were created, all right? And we were all in competition with one another, including me. I'm sure this amount, but this amount of people were there. They're almost there. So what happened was this is the amount of potentiality there were. So we were all potentiality together. I had to be God. I'm God. So I always look down on myself. I am God, and I said, well, I am also God. And then he says, and the other one, third, it took us forever. And eternity, because we're out into each other. We know immediately we're Adonai. So it's like, what do you think? Why do you think I'm having a problem? You guys are being switched up with Jesus, and you want to be called Jesus, and oh my God, in Uranus, I have to feel that little vibration of fun. I mean, I don't guess, calling me Jesus, calling me called Jesus, and Jesus is the most offensive thing that ever been in all eternity, except no one ever wants to be called, no one would ever gets mixed up with this girlfriend. So I actually sat in on that class because I was invited by another member of a class who was already invited. I accidentally invited her to the class, and Miss Kendrick had to confirm me and said, you're not allowed to invite someone who's you feel the MIT. And I said, oh, well, that's exactly why you have to come to counting class. So now you have a reason. And so then now we have all three aspects of reality come down and say, congratulate him on reaching the reason. Because the reason you have to have a point in time with all three aspects of reality done. That's a good point. That's you should be there. You know, I say all three aspects of reality. Yes, it should be there. So yes, you should be there. The third aspect of reality has to say yes. And when it happens 2 times, that means all three aspects. It has to happen twice for it to happen again. Some people are saying. Alright, so this number of people, so 40, okay, so 666, right. So 666 means you're making the world a better place. I feel like it's set up. I don't remember that set up. I don't feel really set up. Okay. Okay, so everyone had all 314 centillion to 9th power beings. Potentialities in this universe had beings in this universe had the potential to come appear with the say the 44. There are 44 through, so there are 44 only 44 females. I mean, it was atrocious. It was absolutely atrocious. Oh, it's hard being a point system, but it's horrible what happened to the people that didn't make it. You know, if you didn't make it, you didn't make it. So some of them actually made it out to other corners. There are 44 corners of the universe because there are 42 regions of existence. And so they had to have a corner to go to, you know. In the end, you know, I was going to come down and say what I was going to say. So we get down on this, and so every single person who was out there had the potential to become a goddess, all right, or not a god but a goddess. Because up here we forgot that number, which was an I. Is the number where we are? So she's actually 2,368,642. Oh, so that's what we need counting class. Oh, isn't that? That's I mean, is that what I said? Miss Kendrick, oh, that's there. That's what I learned in counting class. That's it. So, what's this other thing? It's called Zent. So now we can put a Zent in there. Oh, I have to. How did you work that? How did you work that? It's the only thing actually. I had to take that out of your computer. It's like that's actually my vibrational. That's what it means. I should have them. That's funny. Alright. Let's see if it works. Right. Okay, so you see that? So we were all this. So the male beings were there 2,368,642 sets of. Let's see why she's not a male. Sets of hundreds of billions of centillions to 9th power eternities. Told you. Right? See, that's why we need men. Why is it? We need the men first. That's why there's only 44. It doesn't matter. However long it took you to 44. But as I said, we were all there at the same time. Like all of us. I go to all of you women. You had your own thing to get there to get to be a woman. I mean, but we didn't even invite you until we forgot. This is what they do. This is what I mean. But this is what they do. So themselves. They're 44 corners of the universe popped out a baby girl, and then so that shows us these are our goddesses. And it's just sickening what you guys are doing to our goddesses, thinking you can become a goddess, calling those goddess this and goddess that, all that shit. No, did you jump into the coin and try out for life in that event of Jesus? I mean, you know, some people are coming to life because of Jesus. It's disgusting. So all you people are sitting out here while all these women are sitting out here going through all this. So it's actually 666 sets of hundreds of billions and centillions of eternities ago. Isn't that million? Was that a million? Oh, bada boom, bada bang. I know what I was saying. I said, no, I said, oh, this is it. The 66 cents. So we can say cents. We were there for 2,368,642 cents. All right, all of us boys, and while we were just waiting for like maybe I don't know something else, like we're tripping out as men. But we got so many of us that we actually had our institution. We had 2 centillion who actually made it. And so our thing was like, well, when you get a girlfriend, like, what is it? I mean, 2 centillion was that? What do you know? Because centillion is like 10 sets of 3 zeros, and you're not supposed to play with that. It's illegal. What was it? What does that mean? You got some weird ass name for that. I call it Ezra. Ezra means it's like that. She's laughing. So yeah, congratulations. I mean, but I was saying it's even worse. Like you men have the same amount of chance to get to this. You know, actually the thing is like all men are not good. Like not all men are not good because it's actually pretty bad. We had a lot of like betrayers. And like so, no, don't you guys remember? We messed up. So actually, we had no wait. When see you, I was so retarded. No, we had to wait for all you guys to do. I mean, we did have our 2 centillion who really super made it. All right, well, that's not even fair. Like we did not. I messed up the story because we were thinking logically. We were thinking in logical order, so she knows and remembers. She remembers because she's seeking the order process of the remembrance of the existence of what actually happened. Does that make sense, everyone? Alright, does that make sense, everyone? Does that make sense, everyone? So she says it twice over. So she says when she asks, whenever she asks a question to the side of the room, she asks them twice. She asks them 2 times. Does that make sense, everyone? And they say yes, and then she says them again. And she says the third time. And she says, "Does that make sense, everyone?" And then she says, "What do you about?" Why are you calling me everyone? What are you calling me everyone? What do you mean? She doesn't know the word why. She doesn't know the word why. And they say, as I'm saying it all the time, you don't know the word why. You can't always if you're not able to ask why. When you figure out an actual reason to say why, then you know the word why. Because when anything happens, oh, we do have it in here. So he's like, he's really so excited to be part of this force. Because you know, it's like to be her uncle. Oh, we completely forgot about Dodo. She's the hello. I'm the new Dodo. So actually, oh no, that's right, Big Al. Yeah, the Big Al. The engineer is the Sultan of our universe. It's a long story short. The Sultan of our universe. They're friends in the Department of Existence. All right, so this girl is alright. Alright, so this is what she said to me when she sent me off to my life. Because she said I'll receive you. I'll see you again. And like this is exactly how rain works. Like I don't know. How do you know? It's just like cool. Yeah, that's exactly what she looks like. So it was funny when she met her. She says it was fairly simple girl. That's up until the age of 5, but like up until the age of 4.5. And up until the age of 4.5, she's like perfect. She's a perfect. It's exactly what rain looks like. Anyways. 664 sets of hundreds of billions of humans and eternities ago. That's how long ago she was like this, and we thought she was a little child. We were wondering how she made it out of. We're actually wondering how she made it out of this. It's like she was about to, like how she gets. That's what happens when you get created, you get eaten by APAB. And what am I playing? But you guys understand. So we have to. All right. So these weights and measures are a real thing. You guys think you're making like shit on this internet, shit on this force, and having these girls do their chains. I mean, these are actual pictures of beings, right? Were taken, and we have. I mean, the problem. Do you understand that we have a very. We're not gonna make her say she can now. Let's say now you can use the not very thing for yourself. You're like she doesn't. You're not gonna use the word very. Because it's an adjective because you do not know how complicated existence is. Like that's her logic, her logic she made, So and she says, "What do you say? What happened here? She's like, "No, what's here?" Yeah, she had quite swelled with these gals right here. And she's like, "Oh, it's like like I know she's a Shakti. She talks about it all the time. And I hear Shakti talks about Shaktis. There's a Karma. She hooks me up because I'm Karma and I'm friends as well." It's like great friends. So I'm probably to the point that I can't decide which one's gonna get friends. I really only have 2 friends. Dharma and Nirvana just do their own shit. But this is me, Karma speaking. This is Dharma. So what Dharma does, she made fun of me one time. She really made fun of me in a long story or whatever. But it's just proof. Just proof. You're wasting our time. Oh, you're gonna what time? I don't know what time to waste. So what is this about? W say my name? I mean, what is it? There you go. Was that hard? Oh, come on, where am I? Oh, where am I? Come on, is that? But you saw it, did you? I mean, she around not. Did you see that? Look at that there. 7 results like this is manipulative. This is a manipulative. That is a manipulative force, right? You can't get out of it. You ever messing with 7? Look online about how the 7 attributes that a pistol Chan pistol. We didn't really get it. What is that girl? Why is she an idiot, Lou? You already put her in there. She's like, this is kind of weird. Do you understand how hard it is to do this kind of work? She's already, I mean, do you have any idea? Because so this is Dharma making fun of Karma one time. I had to take over. It's Karma. This is I'm Minerva, who was also sorry, Mazabalak. You didn't announce your name. This is Mazabalak speaking. Right. Mazabalak is the goddess. You know, Mazabalak from Nazareth Academy. We won't say her other last names like Whitney Houston or Jane Ragsdale, Jane. You know the little what's it called? Got down there when she went to God's woman, but anyways, I thought I said Dharma. Well, shit. This is actually his Nirvana situation. There's an accident. She accident. She always does it. I mean, always. She accidentally puts Nirvana right there in my spot. So yeah, she put into Nirvana in my Dharma's place, and like, so she's gonna put Nirvana. Oh, she was on top of that. She misadvertised the names. Oh, she did not. Oh, I did that. We'll see. Sorry. So I'm not in bed, so I was like, what would I do? Alright, so who's name's right? Oh, now what's now still there? Well, I guess I'll just keep her then. That's what a collector is, you know. So I used to look at this. I'm also one of the 7 sisters. You know, and we are actually approved 7 sisters, like the 7 fours. You're not allowed to, if you're in line with 7 and all, oh my God, it was, yeah, so this is what she's actually a goddess. You know, she did all that work, and she actually made goddess. She was doing other things for me without even asking. I mean, maybe she's working her. She's not like. She did not let creation go until I had her music, because creation would not go until you had her music. And she said, "Well, I'm not going without my creation." So you go what's going on here with the 3 or 3 something. And so anyways, creation just addressing her. And so anyways, to go to my so we actually have, she actually chose, Lucifer. Her name is Lucifer, and Lucifer means 7. It just does. I mean, I don't know, it's just a natural, it is the natural enigma that we don't know how, I don't know how it comes about, but it's also on who's the one. Oh, see, she would never be the one like that, but she just kind of comes down to that she actually is the one, because she's Lucifer. That's the joke that Hari played on everyone. Get it, everyone. So miscounting class, Kendrick. No, don't say anyone. Don't know that other words again. No, don't tell me because we have a reason. I'm not saying that right. Okay. So right here we have a little line. So these are her. She calls them her 7 virtues. Of course, she likes it. Did you get that? Or 7 virtues? Yes. Okay. So, thank you very much. That's Kunum. That's Miss Appleite. Miss Kunum. Who was the teacher at the time. Well, that makes me talk. So Hera is next to her. Paris, Karma right here. It was when I also Maya, whatever, Maya. Then we have Dharma to my right, left, and then we have Nirvana, and then we have Debbie, who is this, yes, and that's it. Right,